1, 2, 3.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad that so many of you. Let me introduce myself. My name is Rian Egosayadi. I'm a student of IKPGRI Pontianak. As you can see on the screen, our topic is about derivation. Derivational. A derivational morph is the morph which produces a new lesson from a base. Derivational morphs are both morphs which devise or create new words either changing the meaning or the power of speech or good. In the word happiness, the bond morph creates a new word by changing both the meaning and the part of speech. Happy is an adjective, but the driver for happiness is a noun. So, derivational morphs create new meaning, but do not change the scientific category or part of speech. The word unhappy, for example, consists of the best happy and the derivational morph perfect or perfect. Unhappy is an adjective, and the driver word unhappy is also an adjective. In English, derivational morphs can be prefix or suffix. All prefix in English are derivational. All prefix in forming suffix. Derivational terdiri dari inter, exo, on, are, pre, ring, pro, be, in, this, ex, auto, misagree, in, in, and all. Sedangkan suffix derivational terdiri dari 4 kategori. Jadi dalam suffix nominal, verb, kata sifat, dan adverbia. Pertama, suffix nominal, yaitu ism, acer, all, in, is, or, it, er, asm, mean, iron, as, you, acer, re, and yaitu si, if, she, ye, or, he, and is. Kedua suffix verbal yaitu and is. Ketiga suffix kata sifat yaitu all, li, us, in, able, it, is, if, here, and list, at, are, miss, ye, dan would. Dan yang terakhir adverbal suffix. Sedangkan kategori morfem infleksi yang terdapat pada teks terdiri dari suffix nomina jamak seperti is and as, nomina suffix posisi misalnya s dan s. Suffix kata kerja orang ketiga tunggal are, s, and suffix kata kerja bentuk lampau adalah id and d. Suffix kata kerja past participle seperti and, be, and at. Suffix kata sifat komparatif adalah ear, or, and ear. Dan suffix kata sifat subjektif adalah is and s. Oleh karena itu, berdasarkan hasil pencarian suffix primer tidak ditemukan. Type of derivation. Antara praktis untuk mengidentifikasi bahwa morphem tingkat adalah terjadinya penciptaan makna baru atau penciptaan kata baru dari kata turunan. Dalam kamus, kata derivasi umumnya terdaftar sebagai kata terpisah dari dasarnya. Arti baru atau kata baru yang muncul dalam proses derivasi dapat disertai dengan perubahan part of speech atau tidak. Dengan kata lain, Beberapa morfem turunan seperti yang dijelaskan di atas mengubah part of speech dan beberapa di antaranya tidak mengubah part of speech. Dalam bahasa Inggris, morfem turunan dapat berupa prefix dan suffix. The same complex described above the packages of English. Derivational morphem can be divided into two: derivative prefix and derivational suffix. Berikut ini contoh kata turunan dari inform, verb, and active, adjective. Inform, verb, what? Information noun, menambahkan suffix action. Information adjective, menambahkan suffix active. Informasi adverb, dengan menambahkan suffix and active and earlier. Adjective, active verb dengan menambahkan suffix act. Activation noun dengan menambahkan suffix action. Actively adverb dengan menambahkan suffix here. Jadi derivational prefix. Prefix un. There are two kinds of the prefix un English. The first in attach to adjective to form new adjective, and the second is attached to verb to form new verb. The two kinds of the prefix un do not change the part of speech. The prefix attached to adjective means not conjugate. Call this derivation antonym or negative. Look at the following examples of prefix attached to adjective. Prefix on, base adjectivenya able. Different word adjectivenya unknowable, meaning not able. The prefix on also be added to the adjective of the derived words that have been formed by morphological rules. Ranking 1990-130. The example are as follows. Prefix on, base adjectivenya acceptable. Derived word adjectivenya unacceptable, meaning not acceptable. Based on the example above, the rule of the fix on attached to adjective can be started and on plus adjective, new adjective. This rule says the prefix on to an adjective creates a new adjective. The new adjective is indication B, the change of meaning in case the prefix means not. The second prefix join with verb to form new verb. In this case, the prefix means to do, the opposite of 100. 1986. The following are examples of the prefix which comes with verb. Prefix on, base verb been. The derived word verb unbeen, meaning to do, the opposite of binding. For the example above, the rule of prefix attached to verbs be started as an plus verb, a new verb. This rule says that the prefix attached to verb creates new verb. The new verb is indicated by the change of meaning normally. To do upside of. 2. Prefix and. The prefix and the derivational bond morphem mostly access to adjective. This prefix does not change the part of speech either. The meaning of this prefix is not. Look at this example below. Prefix in, base adjective accurate. Define word adjective inaccurate, meaning not accurate. From the example above, the rule of prefix in accent to adjective can be started as an plus adjective, a new adjective. This rule says the prefix in accent to on adjective create a new adjective. The new adjective is indicated by the change of meaning, not in the driver word. The prefix in adjective to nouns are very rare. The following are the examples of the prefix adjective to nouns. Prefix in base noun blanks. Define word noun in blanks, meaning absence of blanks. 3. Prefix re. The prefix re is the terminal morphem attached to a verb to form new verbs. The meaning of the prefix rests in again. Look at the example above. Prefix re, base verb adjust. The word verb readjust, meaning adjust again. Based on example above, the rule of prefix attached to verb can be started as re plus verb, new verb. This rule says the prefix attached to a verb creates a new verb. The new verb, the driver word is indicated the change of meaning again. 4. Perfect this. Perfect this is a terminal morphem which can be added to verb to form new verb. This perfect has several meaning, but its basic meaning is noun. Perfect this verb agree. Driver word verb disagree, meaning not agree. Based on example above, the rule of the prefix this attached to the verb can be started this plus verb, new verb. The new verb is indicated be the change of meaning. In this case, the prefix brings the meaning not to the verb. The prefix this can be attached to nouns to form new nouns. The following are example. Prefix this, base noun advantage. The right word noun disadvantage, meaning unfavorable condition. Based on the example above, the rule of the prefix this attached to nouns can be started as this plus noun, a new noun. The new noun is indicated by the change of meaning. In this case, the prefix this bring the basic meaning not to the noun. The prefix this can also be attached to adjective to form new adjective. The example are follow. Prefix this, base adjective able. The right word adjectivenya disable, meaning make unable to do something. Based on the example above, the rule the prefix this attached to adjective can be started as adjective, new adjective. The new adjective is indicated by the change of meaning. In this case, the prefix this brings the base meaning, not the adjective. The prefix this attached to verb is more productive and that attached to noun and adjective. Derivation suffix. 1. Non-forming suffix. Non-forming suffix are the derivation suffix which change the word of morphemes to nouns. The following is the explanation of derivational suffix which form nouns. A. Suffix R. Suffix R exists to appear in derivational morphem which change a verb to a noun. The suffix creates a new meaning. A person performs an action. The following are the example of suffix R attached to verb. Best, verb, books, suffix er, define word, noun, box. B. Suffix man. The suffix man is the relational morphism which can be attached to some verbs to form nouns. This suffix brings the new meaning of abstract nouns. The following are examples. The suffix man except to verb. Best verb, agree. Suffix man, define word, adjournment. Suffix next. Suffix next adalah morfem turunan yang dapat dilampirkan ke kata sifat untuk membentuk kata benda yang mengekspresikan keadaan atau kondisi. Berikut ini adalah suffix next yang dilampirkan pada kata sifat. Best, adjective, bright. Suffix next, the driver word nouns, brightness. Suffix ion. The suffix ion is the derivational morpheme which can be attached to verb to form nouns. The following are the examples of the suffix ion attached to verb. Best verb, education. Suffix ion, the right word nouns, education. Adjective forming suffix. Adjective forming suffix are the derivational suffix which change the word of morpheme to adjective. The following is explanation of the derivational suffix which from adjective. A. Suffix able. The suffix able is the derivational morpheme which change the base of the adjective. In the case, the base can be either verbs or nouns. The following examples: base verb eat, suffix able, driver word adjectivenya a table. B. Suffix full. The suffix full is the derivational morpheme which changes the base to adjective. In this case, the base are nouns. The following the example: base noun, beauty. Suffix full. Verify more adjective, beautiful. C. Suffix less. Like suffix full, the suffix less, the terminal morpheme which changes the base to adjective. In the case, the base are nouns. The following are the example: best noun, home. Suffix less, driver word adjective, homeless. 3. Verb form suffix. Verb form suffix are the derivational suffix which change the words or modify the verb. The following is a planning of the derivational suffix which form verb. A. Suffix n, best adjective, white. Suffix n, driver word verb, widen. B. Suffix efd. The suffix efd is the derivational morpheme which change the base to verb. The base can be adjective and nouns. The example are follow. Best adjective clear. Suffix efd. The right word clarity. Suffix is. C. Suffix is. The suffix is the derivational morpheme which changes the base to verb. The base can be nouns and adjective. The example are as follows: base noun, apology. Suffix is, derivative word verb apologies. 4. Adjective forming suffix. Adjective forming suffix are the derivational suffix which change the word of morpheme to adverb. The following are the example of derivational suffix which form adverbs. Best adjective clear. Suffix il. Derivative word adjective clear.
Hi, my name is Sarah Pamata Materi from Class B Morning English Education Study Program. In this video, I will explain on the material from the Morphology and Syntax course, namely efficient material which consists of the understanding type, for example, and the difference between derivation, inflection, and happy watching. 1. The meaning of inflection. Inflection are random morphemes which have a critical grammatical function. These are not as to produce the word in language, but rather indicate aspect of the grammatical function of the word, such as cases, number, person, comparative, or possessive forms. The concept of a word independent of the different inflection is called a lex. The form a word that is considered to have no or animal inflection is called a limb. An organism of inflection from a given lexion is called inflection project. In English, the number of inflectional morphemes is small, but they are combined with many bases. For example, nose, back, tint. The remand names backs, tints. If past words are under the past tense, morpheme the word will, done, rinsed, the are still for cut, third, rinsed. Inflection merupakan kata yang memiliki arti dasar yang sama atau tidak mengubah makna dari kata dasarnya. Sedangkan kata yang ditambahkan tersebut dipakai untuk mengikuti aturan yang berasal dari tata bahasa. Dan pemakaian kata itu sebagai contohnya yaitu mouse yang berubah menjadi mice karena jumlah dari tikus tersebut lebih dari satu. 2. Type of inflection. English has only 8 inflection affix. A. Non-plural atau kata benda jamak penambahan huruf S atau ES. Contoh kalimatnya adalah he has 3 desserts. Non-attack inflection morpheme plural and possessive. Contoh plural penambahan huruf S pada suatu kata. Contohnya books ditambah huruf S menjadi books. Possessive penambah huruf ES, contohnya class ditambah huruf ES menjadi classes. Some plural take a different morpheme. Contoh katanya sebagai berikut. Datum berubah menjadi data. Medium berubah menjadi media. Ox berubah menjadi oxen. Mouse berubah menjadi mice. B. Non-possessive, yaitu kata benda posesif. S. This is a Betty's dessert. Possessive verb S, Barbara plus S menjadi Barbara's. When a singular possessive noun L is S or Z, still attacks the S. The pronunciation of the S is changed from L to Z sound. Bus menjadi buses. Mess menjadi messes. The possessive a plural noun ending in S pronunciation just like the pronoun profile from is paired with a simple over and no additional S. 5-day word, the typers worded. C. Verb present tense. Huruf S. Contoh kalimatnya adalah Bill eats dessert. In present tense, verb will add by as or else when subject with third person singular noun of pronoun. Jika kata benda atau kata ganti verba akan ditambah menjadi huruf S atau ES. For example, she usually sit here. The house stays cool at night. D. Verb past tense. AD. Contoh kalimatnya he packed the dessert yesterday. In the past tense, verb will identify AD when verb irregular verb. Irregular verb can inflect by changing the vowel write or wrote. On take action cut, sometimes more a vowel go when. For example, you write the word the river. The inside of the chance go pretty white. A. Verb past participle al. Contoh kalimatnya, he has all 18 dessert. In the past participle, verb will either by or al. For example, I have already eaten. I have wanted a salad. For most regular verb, the past participle inflection is already just like the past tense inflection. F. Verb present participle in. Contoh kalimatnya, he is eating the dessert now. In present participle, verb will aided by in. For example, I'm walking to the store. You are taking a class. The present participle imperfection also often occur on non-modifiers. The sleeping baby, a rolling stone. G. Adjective comparison. OR. Contoh kalimatnya, his dessert a large than mine. In comparative tension, the word will added by OR such as taller, smarter, thicker, crazier. For example, this table is lower than thine. His house bigger than mine. H. Adjective partner H. His dessert is large. In superior tension, the word it will add by at, such as talented, smartest, tightest, crazy. For example, John and Clara is a student in my school. She is prettiest. That is the one example. Best morpher only have one or two syllable adjective. With more than two syllable comparative and superlative by addition for word. Not inflectional morpher. 3. The difference between inflection of direction. Inflection versus derivation. Apabila kata dasar setelah ditambah imbuhan masih tetap punya arti yang sama tanpa berpindah kelas katanya, maka itu adalah inflection. Namun, apabila sebuah kata dasar setelah ditambah imbuhan menjadi atau berubah kelas katanya, maka itu adalah derivation. Contohnya sebagai berikut. Inflection, katanya yours. Kata dasarnya yours, noun, setelah ditambah imbuhan menjadi yours, noun. Coming, kata dasarnya come, verb, setelah ditambah imbuhan menjadi coming, verb. Goes, kata dasarnya go, verb, setelah ditambah imbuhan menjadi goes, verb. Kita bisa lihat sebelum dan sesudah kelas katanya tetap sama, tidak berubah, maka itu adalah inflection. Derivation, blankly, kata dasarnya blank, adjective, setelah ditambah imbuhan menjadi blankly, adverb. Childish, kata dasarnya child, noun, setelah ditambah imbuhan menjadi childish, adjective. Discussion, kata dasarnya discuss, verb, setelah ditambah imbuhan menjadi discussion, noun. Kita bisa lihat perubahan kata sebelum dan sesudah kelas katanya berubah, maka itu adalah derivation.